Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is 21st part of explanation of my physics theory. I have drew it. This is the real blackbody radiation and all continuous spectrographs, which is determined by the mind eye according to my theory and my formulas. Then I look for same pattern in nature. I have found observation graphs, same pattern graphs from galaxies. This is real blackbody radiation graph. Theoretically, according to my theorem and my formulas, I have drew it. Each point, each line, 1 degree, 89 degree, 88, 40 degree, 0 degree, 9 degrees. For each one, I computed and I plotted by my hand and by my mind, according to my theory and my formulas. This is origin. Approximately 3 days, I was busy for make this. Here, when we connected the hill points, this is roughly blackbody radiation appearance, but in fact, here, I will explain why. Now, think of, there are a sphere. Imagine, here is a sphere, Now, think of all of spheres inner surface and the same time detector. Okay? When light wave strike it, detector works. Our famous free electron motion form, relocating, and when comes just center of it, okay, say from this leak and close it, 90 degree, 0 degree, okay. This electron motion form, relocating electron motion form, has initial wavelength, for instance, is equal to 0.3 nanometer. Yes, remember my theory and formulas from former videos, please. And for gaining velocity to this electron motion form, For instance, we use voltage 20 kV. Remember, we accounted at this applied voltage, this electron motion forms velocity VE was equal to 238,650 kilometer per second. Then remember delta lambda shortening quantity was equal to here my computing figures, formulas. Yes. 0.23865 nanometer. Don't forget this. Okay. This is our sphere. Our relocating electron motion form from here to there at 238,650 kilometers per second velocity. Okay, and its waves successive waves are changing respect to its relocation direction and respect to its velocity. At this point, different wavelength. At this point, different wavelength. At this point, different wavelength. Okay? And at this point, different wave velocity. At this point, different wave velocity. At this point, different wave velocity. Each successive waves velocity and wavelengths changing, but frequency of relocating or at rest free electron motion form an electron motion form unchanged. Okay. This graph this is roughly blackbody or continuous spectrum. Here, real stood so, but interesting pattern. It goes on here. Okay, start there. Okay, I met same pattern astrophysical observation data. Similar. Because of scale and measuring and sensor problems, blackbody radiation I'm so sorry. Because of that, blackbody radiation graphs had drawn roughly and approximately, then had been tried to find formula with respect to that graph. Roughly, they make that. They tried. Okay. Scale problem sensor, detector sensor problem, okay, measuring problem. All these problems, because of that problems, blackbody graphs was approximately always, or continuous spectrum graphs of X-rays on the same foundation according to my theory and my formulas. X-rays, continuous spectrums, and blackbody radiation relates to respect to temperature, same foundation. These are same foundation, and relocating free electron motion form. It is source of blackbody radiation. Relocating electron motion form is the source of all kind of continuous spectrums, blackbody radiations, X-ray, continuous spectrums, etc. Okay? Now, step by step, how can we find real graph, continuous spectrum graph? Wavelength versus energy or intensity. I make this graph here wavelength, here energy in EV, okay? But and each point represents 1 degree. I will look. Yes, I started 89 degree, 88, 87. One by one, I have computed according to my formulas. I try to show you shortly. This is our main data from my theoretical results. 90 degree, okay, 89 degree, 7 degree, 70 degree. We divide it, I divide, okay, infinitesimally. Infinitesimally we can divide, no problem. But I divide it, okay. Ten degrees, 2 degrees, 1 degree, 90 degree, 0 degree. Okay. 0 degree. Here. Step by step. For example, this is 28 degree. Say Now, how can we plot it? This is energy ordinate, this is wavelength axis. Now, we know the velocity. Lambda n, this electron motion forms normal initial wavelength is lambda n. Okay, lambda n. At this point, lambda n, we know that. Think of that. The radius of this sphere is threefold of lambda n. 0.3 multiplied by 3 here. Okay. 0.9 nanometer. Here, 0.9 nanometer. Radius. Light waves from here in the direction of relocating electron. More number waves we need to arrive same distance. Okay, to travel same distance. It needs this 0 degree, more number of waves respect to this 90 degree. For example, 0.3 nanometer, 1, 2, 3 paces, 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, okay. From this point, at normal wavelength, because of 90 degree, waves has 3 paces, okay. Number of waves will be 3. If number of waves 3 to arrive from here to there to lambda n, at lambda n wavelength waves, successive waves of 3 electron motion form. How many waves for each degrees? For 70 degrees, if from here to 90 degrees, 3 wave number we need to arrive this point. For 70 degree, how many successive waves we need? And for 28 degree, for example, how many? For this point, how many? Because of, for each point, electron motion from successive waves arrives at same moment. Okay? Remember my former explanations from former videos. Remember, we say D equal C minus cosine alpha. It was in any point of d alpha of spherical position, successive waves velocity. At 70 degree different d, at 28 degree different wave velocity. Okay? And different wave velocities represents different wave numbers. What is relationship between them? Again, this is our sphere, don't forget, please. 90 degree, 0 degree. Okay, this is 0.9, for instance, nanometer. And in this direction, lambda n minus delta lambda, remember, is equal to lambda n. 0.3 nanometer, 0.3 nanometer, 0.3 nanometer. Okay. This is our relocating at this VE, relocating electron motion form at this VE. Okay. Zero degree. Yes. For example, '28 degree. For example, '45 degree. Okay. At this degree, D and lambda alpha will be different. Lambda 28 degree. Now, before this, I will show you my relationship formula. Okay, here. D 90 degree divided by D alpha equal to number of alpha divided by number of 90 degree. Okay. Don't forget this, please. Here. This is and this is for this. Lambda n unchanged, say. And remember here D equal C. Okay, lambda alpha was equal lambda n in the direction of 90 degree. Okay, here. And if Don't forget this. This is relationship. This is my trick to finding this graph. Okay? So important. I tried to tell you. Here, in 90 degree, D equals C. Don't forget. Okay. Divided by, for instance, at D divided by 28 degree, we will compute this, okay? Equal to how many wave number? Here, and alpha. You see, I hope you see. How many okay, if from this point to that point, 1, 2, 3 number, this is radius of sphere. When successive waves of this relocating electron motion fall, which in direction of 90 degree, when they arrive, for instance, they put down 3 paces to arrive here, to walk it. Okay. 3 number. Okay. If it needs 3 number way to arrive this, at this point in the direction of 28 degree, how many wave number it needs? Okay. This is my extra formula. If we can find this, we can find, of course, according to my theory and my formula, if we find this, we easily can find number of waves for all directions. Don't forget this relationship, okay? Now, I will show another step, but we mustn't forget this relationship. Now, for example, I will plot, this is first point, wavelength, energy, EV, okay. For each point, don't forget, here, for each point, For example, 28 degree. Okay. We will compute according to my theory and my formulas. Okay. So important, so important. Step by step.